Hello, everybody. My name is Iman. Today we'll be going over some stories of the passionate and influential journalists. Number one, the Federalist Papers are often thought of as one of the most important works of American political thought. The 85 essays or journalist works succeeded by helping to persuade Americans to ratify the Constitution. As you may know, the Constitution is the foundation of the country and began as a journalistic endeavor with James Madison and Alexander Hamilton. Sometimes they're even used by Supreme Court justices to say what the founders were thinking. It all started as journalism, however, it definitely did grow into one of the most influential pieces of work. So number two, this one's kind of fun. More than 100 years ago, a French journalist suggested the idea of organizing a 6-day cycling race to the editor of the local newspaper to boost sales, because he was out of ideas. However, this race is now known as the Tour de France, the same race that the French journalist suggested. Number three, Carmelo Abeti posed as the boyfriend of one of the men in the inner circle of the Vatican priesthood and exposed major escort servicing and child abuse scandals. He was able to get a lot of evidence against the church, and he was able to bring light on a lot of issues that wouldn't have otherwise been possible without him infiltrating. Similarly, with Elizabeth Cochrane, she faked insanity in order to be legitimately committed and undergo treatment just like any other inmate in insanity asylums. At this time, they were very mistreated, so she wanted to kind of go undercover and really see what was going on from a first person perspective. So she pretended to be a Cuban immigrant. Once committed, she marveled at the cruelty she and fellow inmates were forced to endure: beatings, waterboarding, basically negligence. She also noticed that nearly all the inmates were immigrants, many of them who knew not a word of English and never had interpreters provided for them. Basically, she was able to determine that just because a person didn't know English, they were then considered insane. So this led to New York City eventually budgeting $1 million to care of the asylum. Thank you for listening.